Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel, we are going to be doing a wear test on the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Longwear Foundation. Now that's a mouthful to say, and it's an even bigger name than that. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I get it. They want to say everything in a name, but oh my gosh, it's so much. This is what it looks like. This is the one that comes in the glass bottle with the pump, not the plastic tube one with the pump. It is $35 for 1.08 ounces, so just slightly over the 1 ounce mark, and it comes in 50 different shades. Now I will say I went in and had to play around with the colors. I had at first ordered one online and it did not come back correct. So then I went into the store and kind of played around with the colors and found the color that I thought was going to be the closest match to me, which is color number 270. So let's get into the details about this and then we're going to try it on. So this foundation is a soft matte long wear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage and a boundary breaking range of 50 shades. It is full coverage, it has a matte finish, it is a liquid formula, and it is for normal, combination, and oily skin types. Keep in mind here, they did not mention dry as a skin type for this. The ingredients call outs are that it is free of parabens and phosphates. I can never say that correctly. This product is also cruelty free, which is a big thing. And what else you need to know? This long wearing light as air foundation gives skin an instantly smooth, pore diffused, shine free finish. The oil free formula is made with climate adaptive technology that can resist to sweat and humidity, won't clog pores, so that wherever you are, it's going to work on your skin. And this product is an Allure Best of Beauty award winner. So once again, these descriptions just basically say that they are everything you want it to be. And every foundation is the best foundation out there and lasts through everything, and you can go through a torrential downpour and a tornado and all of this, and this is going to work. That's never true. So we're going to try this on, go through and wear it through the day, and we'll figure out what the results are. Haven't even opened up the box yet. And the box is not wanting to open up. All right, let's try the other side. There we go. Got the box open now. So it comes glass jar. Let's take a look. Okay, I was getting nervous for a second there. All right, color looks decent on this. It is color number 270. We're going to do this side with the brush and this side with the sponge. All right, so starting right in. Color seems decent. I just realized I think I did the opposite sides that I normally do. I think it's usually the brush is on this side, but that's okay. Feels very nice. Doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel thick. Feeling good. Looks nice. Color is a decent match. Might be a slight bit, we'll have to see throughout the day, on the more orange undertone than the more pinky undertone, but you never know. Some of these have surprised me. I definitely, as you can see, have more redness to my skin. And if you weren't aware of this, I am going through a series of, I'm doing Kybella on my chin to get rid of the double chin. And so right now it's all puffy looking. If it's puffy looking, that is why there will be a video later about this, but this feels very, very nice. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender. This is one from a holiday set. That's why it's blue. Go in with that. It's applying just as nice with that. Usually some products, if I use a beauty blender, it tends to lessen the coverage, but it doesn't seem to so far. Coverage is still looking good. Finish is still looking good. I do, when I want a lesser coverage, use a beauty blender, or not as heavy of a coverage, I guess I should say. But this is looking fairly even. I'm going to go around my nose. Make sure I get around my chin and all that. These areas, it kind of starts to blend a little bit as to whether it's the brush or the beauty blender. This looks nice, guys. All right, go up around the edges, and then I'm going to pull out my magnifying mirror, take a good look at it real quick. And then we're going to chat about it. I probably should have done this side with the brush, but that's all right. It is slightly on the kind of orange undertone more so. I did use 3 pumps. That is my typical. I can do 2 pumps if I'm just doing my face with one item, but I feel like when I use a brush on one side and a sponge on the other, sometimes it gets more absorbed. So let's take a quick close-up of it here. See if we need to adjust anything. There's a little bit of redness right here. I will say that I am noticing a little bit of that orange that I was talking about in the areas where I don't have product. But as we blend and put some other things on, we'll see how it turns out. But it's not settled into anything. It looks very nice on. It looks healthy, but not too shiny or glowy. As a reminder, I am 46 years old. I am oily combination skin type, and I have some redness that I'm obviously trying to cover. I have some breakouts going on right now. I have some bruising down through my neck, but it is covering it nicely. I'm not having any issues with this feeling heavy or streaky or anything like that. So I'm going to continue on with the rest of my makeup, and then we'll check back in. Okay guys, we are right after. I just applied it. It is not tacky. It is lightweight. It does do good coverage. I feel like the color is a little bit, I can't tell if it's a little too orange or a little too red on me. It's interesting. I'm going to see what it looks like in daylight, in sunlight. We're going to do a flash test and everything. So just keep watching. Yes, there are 5 swatches on here. I will explain in a moment. First, I'm going to tell you this is the Lime Life in the color Olive 02. Then we have my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color 3C2 Pebble. The YSL All Hours in the color BR40. And then these two both right here are the Fenty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, the Pro Filt'r. This is $280, this is $270. $280 is what I have on right now. And it's funny because I had thought that this was the correct one, was $270 because I thought it was lighter. This one is $280. Do you see that? $280 is actually the lighter color. So it will be interesting. I'll have to play with these. I was going to return this one. I take that back. I was going to return this one. But looking at it in the swatches, I think this might be the better fit for me. I think this one had a little bit more of a red undertone to it, is why I thought that would match better. Interesting things we figure out and I figure out as I do this as well. So looking at these out here, I had thought that this one was a better match, but this one is definitely in natural lighting, much more orange undertone. I mean, this one is too. I'm finding possibly that neither one of them, honestly, is a perfect match for me. Definitely interesting to see this out in natural lighting as well. Surprise, I am in a different outfit, different hair, the whole bit. This is a different day, and unfortunately I lost my footage of my 5-hour check-in, my 10-hour check-in, and my final thoughts. So typically when I am doing this, it is all in one day, and I am doing everything straight through from the beginning to the end of the day. And then typically I do updates when I play with something I like over on my Instagram page. And I will tell you guys how I've tested it out, or what I like, how I used it with this product or that product, or maybe it needed a primer or didn't. So I do update over there. But however, for this, I have actually worn this I would say 5 separate times before I'm doing this today. Now today I did put it on before going to the gym because one of their claims is that it is sweat and humidity proof. So I have already put this on, gone to the gym, come back home, eaten lunch, and I am at the 5-hour check-in. This is what we're looking like now. I will say it is pretty good. It is fairly matte. I see a little bit of texture in my skin with this up close, but nothing too horrible. It is holding up fairly well. I am going to be doing the photo test and the outside test in this transition here. My makeup is slightly different, meaning I have no eyeshadow on and I really don't have lipstick on. I have just a little bit of a gloss on today. No blush, anything like that. It's literally just the foundation, concealer, setting powders. That's it today. No, I take that back. I have on the cream bronzer as well. So I'm going to update you guys again at 10 hours and then tell you what my final thoughts are. We are out in indirect sunlight in my house. We're going to do a little flash test. See how the photo flashes back, or the foundation flashes back. This actually did not flash back at all. I don't remember on the initial test what it was. I don't see any flashback. I don't see any reflection. I'm pretty impressed, especially considering we're at the 5-hour mark this time with this one. Let's go into a darker area and see how this does. Hey guys, into a little bit darker of an area. Let's do a picture. See how this one comes out. Still no flashback, so that is pretty impressive. I'm gonna take you outside and take a look at it. It's not a very sunny day, but once it gets sunnier, I will go back out, but I wanted to show you initially what it looks like in natural light. Let's take a step outside and take a look at it. As I mentioned, it is not very direct sunlight today. It's actually very cloudy, but I wanted to give you guys a close look. See if you can see any texture. I notice texture in my skin with this foundation on, that you can see my texture, I should say. This is what we look like. We are at the 10-hour check-in and I've gotten a little oily. It's not horrible oily, but my skin texture does not look good at all. It is very obvious skin texture in through here. Quite honestly, everywhere. My texture is definitely very noticeable, and that is just partially the oils, partially how this foundation set. I wanted to love this. It was working really well, and then around the 8-hour mark it just started breaking down. It started getting oily. For lack of a better term, it started getting oily. Yep, it is unfortunate. I have tried this with different primers. I have tried putting it on different ways. I've tried setting it with different powders, different setting sprays. Unfortunately, I just think that for me and for my 46-year-old oily combination skin type, this is just not the ultimate foundation for me. Much less the fact to keep in mind that it did not have a really good color match for me. So the one that I most recently got that was the wrong color altogether is going to go back. That one is going back. The other one I have had for too long. I am going to definitely give that one away to a good friend or someone that I know that might like that one. Now let's talk about a couple of the claims that they make in their description of the product. The first one is that it instantly smooths your skin. Wasn't something that I noticed. It wasn't something I noticed after it settled. It looked nice. It looked slightly blurred, but it didn't look instantly smooth. We'll say that. It says that it blurs pores and imperfections. In the beginning, I didn't notice my pores a lot. It was slightly blurred. However, it also says it won't clog pores, which is a good thing because right now my texture is so noticeable and a lot of my texture is pores. So here's hoping it is not sinking into those pores every time I'm doing this. It says it does have a shine-free finish, which it did do a decent job throughout most of the day. If I was continually blotting throughout the day, I am sure that that would have been a more consistent finish with this. However, I have tried it over the times that I've been trying this. I've tried with blotting throughout the day, and it still shows my texture very much so. They also say that it is resistant to sweat and humidity. I went and worked out. I had no problems with that, but I have a feeling that if I wore this out on a hot day, I would get this 10-hour result much earlier in the day. And this showing my texture is a no-go for me. So even though I really wanted to like this foundation, I had heard so many good things about this foundation, I actually love their primer. I have tried that with this as well and it didn't work for me. Unfortunately, this foundation is a no-go for me. So if you have tried this out, I would love to hear your thoughts down below, or if there is a product you would like to see me test out, again, on my 46-year-old combination oily skin type with texture, redness, and pigmentation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I will post 2 additional videos where I'm testing out other products on either side here. And as always, if you're not yet subscribed, if you could click that photo there and follow along, I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day. Bye.